Hello and welcome to The Villain Was Right, the podcast where we look at movies and TV shows from the villain's perspective and dare to ask, were they really all that bad? I'm your host, Rebecca Reeds.
And I'm your host, Craig Fay.
And this week it is audience choice.
Yes.
And you have chosen. I don't even know how we put this. I don't know how we got here.
We were like The Fly, The Burbs, and then we're like, we need some other one. And it was this one and Landslide.
Landslide. Y'all knew what you
59% of the vote.
Yes, for Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. And God damn it, do I respect you for this decision.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, because honestly, the only reason why I'm asking how we got here is because I didn't know this movie existed. And I don't know if it's because we had had too many beers when we were deciding this list, because sometimes it happens.
Sometimes it happens.
Sometimes we sit around with a couple of beverages and go, okay, what are we doing this month? I cannot remember this movie existing. I have never seen it. I don't know how we pitched it.
Well, it's definitely audience suggestion. And people, I think multiple of you have put this forward. But I think it's just one of those things where I just don't think it was in our sphere of influence growing up, Like 98, direct-to-video, kids animated. We were both probably just like a little too old for it or something.
Well, to speak for yourself, I was 8.
Oh, okay. Well, then you were probably the prime target of it.
Yes. For sure. I was like, this movie had big VHS vibes.
Oh, yeah.
Big VHS vibes. If you were like me and have never seen this movie, number one, I would say, honestly, I felt like it was pretty decent. I enjoyed the watch. I thought it was good. I liked the twists and the turns and the hijinks. I enjoyed it. So, as far as my tastes go, you have picked correctly. But if you're like me and you haven't seen it, basically, first of all, the key to this movie, and I think why it is important in the Scooby-Doo universe, is this is one of the few examples, and I believe possibly the first example of the supernatural elements actually being supernatural elements, where it's not some mechanism or some guy behind a two-way mirror. You know what I mean? Like there was no reason. It was just like, nope, there was a curse.
There's magic.
There's magic. Evil. Yeah. There's evil. There's actually zombies here. And I think that's why it's a more notable movie in the, scope of the Scooby-Doo universe.
Yeah.
So what we have is the group has split up. Okay. They've split up, and Daphne and Fred are, they're producing television, basically. They keep calling her a journalist, and I go, I feel like we're being a little loose on journalists. But she does American lifestyle content where she travels around America and shows them different aspects of it. And this new season, she wants to her whole goal is that she actually wants to go see something haunted for real. She goes, every time I pull off a mask, it's a bad guy. Every time it's always a bad guy in a mask. I want it to be real. And as we know in all movies, careful what you wish for. Fred decides, because it's also Daphne's birthday, he sees that she's sad, she misses the group. He decides to get the group back together for this excursion because it's going to be haunted and it's kind of in their vein and their vibe. So he recruits the rest of the crew. Velma had been working in a mystery bookstore, and then Scooby and Shaggy were working basically for TSA customs. Yeah. They work at the airport, confiscating food. which they then immediately get fired from because they eat all the food. And perfect timing for them. So they all get together, and what they're going to do is they're going to go to New Orleans to investigate. Like it's a spooky area. We've heard a lot of chatter, and we think we're going to go look for a real haunted place. This woman goes, hey, you're looking for haunted places. Why don't you come to this island? Never go to an island. Anyway, no, don't go to the island. Anyway, why don't you come to this island? I work at a place that is it is a legitimately haunted house. It is haunted by an old pirate that buried his treasure there. While they're going, they hire a ferry to take them there. They also meet one of the locals who is pissed that they're there. And we'll get into that more later. They arrive, immediately havoc. Okay, there's so many cats on this island that, Scooby's going nuts. And obviously the owner of the place does not care for that. She does not like that, okay? Spooky things start happening, writing on walls, men in mirrors, these sorts of things. And there's a spooky gardener also that they keep being suspicious of. Anyway, all this turns out to be there's real zombies now chasing them down. They try to pull the mask off. There is no mask. These are real. It turns out the owner of the place and her, so it's Simone and Lena, I think.
Yeah.
They are actually quite old, and they were there when the pirates tried to take over the island. They have prayed to their cat god and became, invincible and can, live forever as long as they sacrifice people every harvest moon. And they've brought them there to sacrifice them. Turns out also the gardener's a cop. Which really
just absent through this whole thing.
Which really neat, quite odd to put that out at the end there. But this is a kids movie. So they find out that they've been kind of controlling them with voodoo dolls. They're going to sacrifice them, but they have voodoo dolls of themselves. They get thwarted. Also, the fairy guy was also one of them.
They're werecats.
Yes, they're werecats. They turn into giant cats. Did I not say that? That's important. That is important to this story. Anyway, so then, the zombies finally get to rest in peace. And roll credits.
Yeah, it turns out the zombies were trying to warn them.
The zombies were trying to warn them. Rest in peace. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
And that is that.
Yoinks.
Yoinks. Yep. And I gotta tell you, I'm here for the cat ladies.
Yeah?
Because they're here for the cat ladies.
They're obviously the villains.
Absolutely.
Miss Lenoir. I can't believe I'm that bad at saying a French name. Jesus. And Madame Dupree. Lena Dupree. Simone Lenoir.
I don't even. Simone and Lena. Anyway.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so number one, first and foremost, this has to be the most trash television program. You're telling me Fred comes around with you and films everything? Yeah, this is going to be top-notch TV. Fuck off.
You don't have faith in Fred?
No, I don't have faith in Fred. Okay. Are you guys fucking or not? What's happening here?
Right? They got separate rooms at the manor?
Separate rooms. And then he's being really flirty with the other lady, and she's being flirty with him. And I'm like, what's happening?
Maybe that's just their dynamic.
Maybe that's their thing. I don't know.
They both go out there, they both flirt with whoever. And then they go and they put masks on, and they really like ripping off the mask, So I think that's probably part of it.
Either way, this is not TV we need. Okay, this is not something that must be pursued. Okay, and also I will say they're going to a place that other people have warned them not to go to, and it's not like they're scientists doing some sort of study on the water or the local plant life. No. We're not doing this to, further anything. Just to film.
Just a spectacle.
And that's why I want to get into my first villain-ish, which is the catfisher.
Oh, okay. Yes. What was his name? Oh, Snakebite Scruggs.
So, first of all, this group has a pattern, okay, of suspecting anyone that shows them any sort of attitude as being the villain.
Yeah.
This is the biggest group of Karens I have ever seen in my entire life. They show up. Okay, one of the, Shaggy? Was it Shaggy in the water?
Scooby falls in the water.
Scooby falls in the water. Sorry.
Scooby's trying to get at the catfish because the catfish keeps spitting water at him. And Shaggy tries to stop Scooby from falling in. They both fall in.
Okay, this guy saves their life from...
crocodiles.
Yeah.
Alligators.
Yeah.
Add us with which one Louisiana has.
Anyway, saves their life, and then because he's like, I don't like tourists, and tourists shouldn't be around here. Yeah.
Legit. You know why tourists shouldn't be away? Because you just had to save a couple of them from the water.
He literally just proved his point in the same beat.
You do not respect this place?
Nope.
You do not give it the respect it deserves for how dangerous it can be.
Yes.
He goes, there are alligators here. They will attack you. Don't be goofing around. If on the streets of Toronto, I had to save some fucking high kid and his Great Dane from wandering out into traffic, I would also be like, you fucking tourists.
Yes.
You fucking
Absolutely,
tourists.
yeah.
It's fucking Young and Dundas. You can't just wander into traffic. You're stoned out of your mind with a dog that you barely have any control over.
Yep.
You fucking tourists.
Yes, and
Yeah.
I agree with this man. Also, nothing gets me more than just a man with a goal. He goes, my whole thing is I need to catch this catfish.
The biggest catfish.
The biggest catfish evades all traps. Okay, yeah. I get why he yes. Okay, simplistic.
And I get
correct.
why you making me deviate from that for basic human decency.
Yeah.
And then you suspect me of shit. You know.
Yes. Okay. So then once we arrive, okay, to the manor, okay, once we are there, this dog is off the, okay, first of all, I don't think I've ever seen Scooby on a leash.
Should be on a leash.
He should be, what are we doing? You're terrorizing the cats. They show up. Okay. Show up. He starts terrorizing cats and then fucks up the gardener's plants. And then,
I mean, not even introduced to anyone yet. Just off the boat, he's
they're like,
fucking wrecking shit.
Oh, that gardener's grumpy. Oh, he's grumpy. And I'm like, yeah. Yes. I'd be a little grumpy too, you spoiled bitches.
Yeah.
Okay? I would lose my fucking shit. Because I think it was Lena at one point says, oh, no, that's fine. It's his job. He'll take care of it. And nothing makes me more angry than that sort of sentiment. Okay, I had this one woman. I'll never forget her because I just thought it was so weird to say it to a child. Okay, because I was like, you can do this, but there's a different way to say it. So I used to work at Zellers, and I would work sometimes at the jewelry counter, but also sometimes at the fitting rooms, right? Because they were in the same technical department. And I had this mother and daughter, okay, and the daughter was young. And they were trying out a bunch of shit, like a bunch of stuff. And they came out with a pile, like so much I shouldn't have even let them into the fitting room with, right? And the clothes are all, you know what I mean? They're all turned inside out, nothing, you know what I mean? And I get it. That is my job. But she goes, oh, Mom, should we hang these up again? And she goes, no, sweetie, that's her job. And then eyeballs me and just dumps them all in front of me. And I was like, man, like I get it is my job, but like there's a nicer way to do this.
You could be like, sorry, I can't get them back on the hangers right.
Yeah, whatever.
Like, okay, yeah.
Or you know what's even good? Nothing. Saying nothing, just being like, okay, here you go, bye.
Thank you. Yeah,
that's her job.
That's
She
her
spit it.
job.
I was like, all right, you're factually correct. It just felt like there was tones in it.
Also, like it being your job and then somebody fucking it up. Like, gardening isn't necessarily a thing where someone comes and fucks it up, right? Like if you're a maid in a hotel and someone comes in and uses the bed and ruffles all the sheet, and you can say, like, it is your what?
That was just such a nice. My mind went a million different places. Then somebody ruffles up the sheets.
No, someone sleeps in the sheets,
Yes.
and then you make the bed the next day. Yes, that is your job. It is your job to do that. It is not like being a gardener and being like, I have planted these flowers, and the expectation is that someone comes in and picks them all, and then the next day I plant the flowers, right? Like,
Okay,
there's a difference in fucking something up for somebody, right? Like,
sorry, when you said fuck up a hotel bed, I just
I mean, there's that too. You know what I mean? Like, the implied use of a bed means that it will get messed up every day. An implied use of a garden is not that it's going to get messed up by a dog every day.
Yes,
right?
okay.
Is it your job to fix it if a dog does? Yes, but they shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, okay.
You're making my life harder.
Absolutely. No, I just, and I
also,
love that they're,
that guy's got 2 jobs. He wants to go dig in the woods trying to find all these dead bodies that he is there to investigate because people have gone missing. This man is a Louisiana state trooper or something who's going into the fucking bayou to dig up bodies on his off hours. And now, because of this fucking dog, he's got to redo the gardening and go look for bodies. What just to keep his cover. Just to keep his cover. I would be so pissed if I was that guy.
Dude, also, you've got this group around going, you seem suspicious.
You're never around when the zombies are around. What do you mean, zombies?
Yeah, you guys have just been in a cycle of being gaslit. And we need to pull you out of it. Okay.
The gang, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, you keep getting told it's a ghost. No, it's not. It's a zombie. No, it's not. And now we're here, and you're pointing at gardeners.
Anybody.
Like, it's you. It's you. I know it's you.
Anybody who's mean to you, you're like, it's suspicious. They don't want us around. They don't want you around because you're terrible people.
Yes, you're fucking dicks. You show up. Your dog terrorizes everyone. You eat an inhuman amount of food. An inhuman amount of food.
And I got it. Oh, at this point, they go into.
I did not expect you to get this mad
I didn't
at
expect,
this movie.
I didn't expect it either. But you know what it is? It's everything they do is so not hot. It's inhospitable. That's not the right word. It's rude. It's rude as a guest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the opposite of hospitality is what I'm trying to think. They go into this kitchen. Where this Cajun woman, Cajun accent, everything, deep in the swamps of Louisiana, is cooking gumbo on the stove. In mid-cook. This is boiling around. And the fucking Shaggy and the goddamn dog sample the gumbo and go, oh, needs a little something. And they start fucking with a gumbo that is currently being made by somebody.
Yeah.
You walk into my kitchen and start fucking with the food I'm currently making. Such disrespect.
Oh.
Such a Cajun woman whose job it is to cook. You have fucked that gumbo up. Or is it jambalaya? I don't know what it was.
You are only allowed to do that to your own plate. Once it's been served to you, like generally my thing is if I'm watching somebody and I don't have like a lot of, because like I don't care if you whatever eat however you want to eat, okay, but generally speaking, and this only applies if I've spent a lot of time on a meal, which you have to for those types of meals, like you have to, you're making a deep roux, you're you're trying to just add in so many flavors. You got to let them simmer for a really long time so that everything kind of melds together.
This is all going to come together in the 11th hour sort of thing.
My thing is if I've spent a lot of time on a plate of food, my thing is just bite into it before you salt it.
Yeah.
One bite.
Yeah, and then salt and pepper to your
to your taste.
To your taste.
To your taste. But taste it first, because when I see somebody salting something that I just served them, I'm like, but you haven't even tried it yet. How do you know it needs salt? Taste it. I spent a lot of time seasoning it.
Yeah, and they weren't putting in like salt and pepper even. They were like, we're going to change the ingredients. It needs hot peppers. You start going through a pantry and throwing shit in. I'm sorry, maybe if you want it to be hotter, you have to add the spice later so that it's not boiled down. You know what I mean? Like,
or what? It's not your fucking thing.
Get out.
To the point where they're being so rude. At one point during this movie, they get kicked out into the garden and they're playing like their own version of Hot Ones out in the garden where they're just eating these peppers as, to their heart's content. I cannot. I'm like, these guys have the worst like main character energy. Watching this movie, I was like, this is some main character fucking energy. This is show up and you need to cater to me because the cameras are pointed at me.
Yeah.
And that is it. Like, literally, okay, at one point, Velma, this is wild to do. You are a guest that wasn't even invited by the owner. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, they showed up and she was like, what? And now, mind you, we find out that's all a ruse and what have you. She knows they've been invited for a very particular purpose. But when they show up, like, Velma starts ripping stuff off the walls.
Oh.
You can't show up to I don't care how you feel about it. And they're like, well, we're investigating Jinkies. And I'm like, fucking get your shit off. Hands off my shit.
You're pulling my wallpaper down. It's bad enough that the ghost went in and wrote, like, beware, get away, or whatever.
What is this, a college party full of white men? I think not. Why are we destroying walls?
Sorry. I'm just picturing some very drunk frat boys just fucking whole body ripping wallpaper off.
I'm telling you, okay, that was the vibe they have.
Yeah, and...
They're just fucking shit up.
Yeah, and she's like, excuse me. Like, like Simone is even like,
please don't do that.
They're like, aha, see, it's the name of the pirate ship under here. She's like, yeah, I knew that. It's an old house. Yeah. I think they used part of the old pirate ship to make it. It's a very old house. Stop.
That scene killed me.
They're some of the worst house guests ever.
Yes, that's all I kept thinking about the entire time. How shitty they are as guests. At one point, the cop / gardener saves Velma's life, and she still looks at him and goes, "Yeah, but you're still not off my list, bitch." I was like, he saved your life. Like, what? He pointed out the quicksand to your ass.
Yes,
saved your life.
Stopped you from walking into quicksand.
Oh, although this movie is an excellent example of that thing where everybody's like, I thought quicksand was going to come up a lot more in my adult life.
Yeah.
I was like, this movie is quicksand heavy.
It is quicksand heavy. It's a plot device. It's a character in this movie.
Actively, yes. It comes up multiple times.
You know when people say, well, like New York City is one of the characters in this movie. It's like the quicksand is one of the characters in this movie.
Totally. The music also still slaps in this movie.
No, it was pretty good.
Now, of course, it's not as good as like live action Scooby-Doo, you know what I mean? Well, Land of a Thousand Drums. Okay, yes. Like obviously, yes. But the music is good.
It is.
It is good. I don't know what it is about the Scooby-Doo universe, but they get it right.
Yeah, and you mentioned the live action one, which I think was 2000 or something, 2001, somewhere in there. And this is 98, I think. And I was like, oh, this actually really it feels like it set the table for the live action one. Like a lot of the same beats where it was like the crew has broken, or the gang has broken up and they're getting back together.
Right.
And it turns out they go to an island. It turns out that...
It was 2002. There we go.
2002.
Found it. Yeah.
Okay. And then it turns out that the ghosts or the monsters are real. You know, like there felt like there was a lot of the same beats there. Mm-hmm. And like this almost felt like
Land
this
of a Million Drums. I just want to correct that. Sorry.
But it felt like this was almost like a dry run for the live action one. Does that make sense?
No, I think it makes total sense because they're also like kind of broken their world a little bit.
Yeah.
And that feels right.
Yes.
And so I can see also like musically, like I can see watching this and deciding what musically has to happen in the live action.
Sure.
Totally.
And it's kind of the update of like the old Scooby-Doo, like Hanna-Barbera running, you know, background goes by 1,000 times, like that old style. And it's like, this is actually a more modern like take on those characters and
for sure,
animation wise and everything. In fact, the animation style in this, especially with Bo the cop / Gardner, I was like, I am expecting the 90s X-Men to show up at any point.
No, it feels like a warm hug, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I'm like, I like it.
This is Gambit. Like Gambit with the New Orleans accent and the way that it's animated. I wouldn't have been shocked. Like, mon ami, just throwing cards at zombies.
It really did like scratch an itch for me watching this. I was convinced. I was like watching this. I was like, the VHS must have been one of those neon VHSs, and it was not. But I was like, I feel like it's adjacent.
No, I can tell you exactly what it looks like because I worked at Blockbuster in the early 2000s. I rented this movie out a lot. It was a white plastic clamshell container, which is like the Disney ones, right?
Yes.
That flip open instead of the cardboard ones.
It was. This is some insider knowledge, I'll tell you.
And this so a little bit bigger, and it was. Well, I mean, it's the cover, so Scooby-Doo is pretty much front and center, but he's moving. If you're looking at it, he's moving towards the left. Shaggy is behind him.
Okay.
And I think the rest of the gang is there. And then there are, I believe, the zombies like somewhere in the background. That's just off of memory from reshelving this in the early 2000s. I could be wrong. I'll look it up later, but...
That felt pretty fucking specific to me. If it's wrong, I don't want, you know what I mean? I don't want to know.
Yeah.
I don't want to know if it's wrong.
But it was a white plastic clamshell. I'll give you, I gotta say.
Fucking funny. Okay, so we got to get into these ladies. Okay, we gotta dig in because here's my thing. All right. Number one is they are women that got taken over, their land got taken over by pirates. Okay. Like, usurped by pirates. Their whole community was murdered, I think. That's the
implication.
That's the implication. Okay. Their entire community was murdered. These pirates should never lay to rest. Fuck their bitch asses. Okay. They should never lay them to rest. And honestly, most of the examples of the people that they give that they're sacrificed, they're like, oh, well, when the plantation people, I'm like, get them.
Yeah, you ran a plantation in Louisiana.
Yeah, nope, get them.
Oh,
get them.
I
am not sad.
That's not.
I am not sad.
Those aren't good people.
Okay,
not good people.
Your choice today is the worst house guests and TV reality stars I've ever seen. What are you gonna do?
Worse.
Could do worse. Could do worse.
Also, I think it is worth noting that their cat god is a real god. In a world where they have famously, there has never once been any real supernatural thing up to this point. It's always been an old man in a mask, and then, that's the true God?
Greg, I think you're really hitting it with that one. You're really hitting it with that one.
Yeah.
Because reasonably, I believe your pitch here, and I love it, by the way, I love it, is that this is actually the only true God of this universe.
It's the one true religion.
It's the only proven one in the Scooby-Doo universe. Therefore, why wouldn't you be doing something for that? It's like, if you're going to sacrifice to anybody, it's got to be the one that actually proved it.
Right.
the one that was like, yeah, bet. Okay, you don't believe?
Right. I will help you kill pirates. You got to turn into like a werecat. I think once a year, a harvest moon.
Yeah.
A harvest moon is once a year.
Mm-hmm.
It's the full moon that's closest to the fall equinox.
Yeah, and the only people you're sacrificing are nosy tourists.
Right? Who are like, I want to go find something fucking spooky.
Yeah.
Oh, also, like, let's take a rundown. Let's take a rundown of some of these ghosts and zombies that we see, trying to warn them. Okay, a pirate who we see basically murdering the colony or whatever it is. You got to stay around? Oh, tough shit. A Confederate soldier.
Oh, no.
No. I fought for slavery and I hid in the thing to stop the Union from finding. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Get them. Get them.
And I'm assuming, like, if this is like the remote bayou, we're talking drug runners, we're talking poachers, we're talking,
It's not.
Yeah.
And also, like, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm going to blame the victim a little bit here. I'm going to do it. People told you that people disappear here. Okay, if you told me that like 50% of the people that jump off this cliff into the water don't survive, I don't do that.
Yeah.
I don't do that thing.
I don't go looking for trouble.
No.
I don't go oh, it's a haunted hotel.
Not also without any research, really. We're not looking up anything. We're on a hope and a prayer out here, okay? We are on like dick and clit vibes of just like, we're gonna fuck this thing. Okay, it's all pussy power.
Yeah, especially with the gang. Like they're on a tour of the southern U.S. looking for all these haunted things. We even have a montage off the top where they're like, sigh, it's a man in a mask again. It's somebody at the old mill. And then literally the thing that gets them to the island is just Lena being like, oh, this is haunted. No book background thing. No going to the local newspaper and doing their research. You're absolutely right. They're just like, dicks out.
The boat?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay. Get the motor running. You're the worst adventurers in the world.
Do a little research.
Be
like, this is
horrible.
This is at least the story that's being told about this place. It's an evil pirate, blah, blah. You have a 1 point fact check on this. You got what one woman has said.
You're at least getting your money stolen. At minimum, you're getting your you're getting your wallet taken.
Oh, the mystery machine has no catalytic converter when you get back off the island. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like it's up on blocks, my man.
Your mascot is a high dog. You're idiots.
A misbehaved one too. Yeah. I gotta. Oh, you wouldn't need to convince me to sacrifice those. I love dogs. That dog is. Get him on a leash. Get him on.
Yes. Why do you think this dog you can't control should be off leash? Okay, insanity.
Yeah.
Okay. What service did you? I need to know this because I found this so interesting. Did you? What service did you watch this on?
I think it was Netflix or Crave TV. I can't remember which.
Okay, so I watched this. I think on like a Teletoon app.
Oh, okay. Actually, maybe I may have. Yeah.
So if we watched it on the same thing, I couldn't stop laughing at how long the blackout was to the next, like for the commercial break.
Oh no, mine was all strung together.
Really?
Yeah.
So when I was watching mine, and it wasn't like it. You know how long it felt like? It felt like a millennial pause. That's what it felt like. It felt like a millennial pause, and it would just be black for like a half a second too long. Where I go, oh, so that's where we stuck the commercial. Okay, that's where we stuck the commercial, and it just kept making me giggle because I was like, it would take. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know how you would edit things in, 98. Okay. Maybe it was really tough to make it different. But I was like, that seems like an easy edit.
Oh, and I mean, maybe the version you watched was broken up for TV, because the version I watched, no pauses, it went right through.
It was so funny to me. Just every blackout, just a little too long, where my brain went, yeah, okay. Yeah. we're selling some toothpaste or something.
Yeah.
During this moment where we're taking a knee.
Yeah, I didn't pick up on that, but that's a good point. The pacing was different in the 90s. We didn't have TikTok to ruin our attention.
Buddy, I deleted TikTok.
This was the thing that destroyed our attention span.
Oh, yeah, fair. Although it's so funny how congratulatory I am towards myself now when I'm just like, so first of all, I deleted TikTok. I was like, I actually think it's melting my brain. I have to stop. I cannot. But secondarily, I congratulate myself now when I watch a movie. Yeah. I'm like, wow, I paid attention the whole time.
The whole thing.
The whole thing. I didn't even do anything else.
I didn't even have to stop it and take a nap after.
Yeah, I didn't play a video game while I was watching it.
I was able to focus for an hour and a half straight.
Yes.
Wow.
And man, is the bar to my brain fucking low.
We've all been there.
Woo! That is sad. Anyway.
One point I wanna investigate though is who is still running these I'm gonna pretend to be a ghost scams. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like the mystery, the Mystery Inc., the gang is like, oh, every time we go and investigate a haunted house, it's a bad guy in a mask. To the point where they are frustrated with it, right? They are like, I'm so sick of it always being a bad guy in a mask. It's not successful. Like, you're not pulling this like, oh, I just wanted people to leave the old mill alone so I could sell it to the highest bidder. But so I dressed up. Like, start doing other scams. You know what I mean? Start doing other scams.
Here's my pitch for those people. Here, I'm going to pitch it to you like this. Have you ever been on a show where no comedian has done well and you get to stage and you're like, I'm going to be the one that cracks them? I'm going to be the guy that gets it done.
You're going to be the one that figured out exactly what happened, what went wrong, and I can do it well. All right.
So that is my pitch for these guys, that they just, it's like a competition now, or a badge of honor. Or like, if I'm the one that gets them, I'm the greatest of all time.
What a weird thing to want to be the greatest at. I mean, I totally understand that motivation. You're absolutely right. There's someone like, I'm the one, like, I'm smart enough to get away with murder.
Yeah.
The problem is that,
all the other people were dumb. I'm going to be the way. It's like, it's like those guys that are undateable, and you're just like, oh no, but I'll be the one to crack them. It's like, no, there's just a trail of dead bodies and broken hearts behind them. Like, please, run away. Don't do
Bad
this.
News.
Yeah.
Bad news. Also, I mean, in terms of the zombies, clearly they have like enough wherewithal around them to like try and want to warn people, right? Not to fall to their fates, right? They have enough agency to like that ghosts are like writing stuff in English on the walls.
Yes.
Right? And some of these people have been dead for like 200 years. So you're telling me that these cat women drain your life, and then you get to stick around for 200 years with enough intelligence, agency, and like self-determination that you can like communicate in English and warn people? That sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah, honestly, I don't even feel like the punishment fits the crimes that they committed.
Right?
Where like the punishment is too easy.
Right? And then as soon as the women are defeated, their bodies dissolve into dust.
Yes.
So as well, like their physical forms were being preserved as well.
Yes.
One of them gets their head ripped off by Fred, who thinks it's a mask, which when you really think about it, is the grossest fucking thing.
It's very dark.
It's very dark. He's pulling so hard on a corpse, he pulls its head off.
Yeah.
Thinking it's a mask.
I'm going to take a knee on that one, you know
Right?
what I mean?
That's pretty gross.
No.
And this zombie just puts his head back on and is like, it's fine.
Yeah. So I think I feel like they're living the life, even though they're warning them. They're warning them because they're like, we don't have any more rooms.
Right.
Okay, there's no more places for you. This haunted hotel is full, actually. Okay, you cannot be here anymore.
No vacancy.
What I love about the Scooby-Doo universe is sometimes, like, okay, so especially I would say this movie specifically, and every time I call it a movie, I feel like I'm like, that's kind of loose, but
It's an hour and a half and it was on a VHS claim.
yeah, it's a movie. It's a movie. Anyway, is that this one, because it's more serious, because it's real, because these ghosts are real, because the zombies are real, because they're really trying to get them in a big way. I don't know, maybe there's a lot of other Scooby-Doo examples where their lives were actually deeply in danger. But I'm like, their lives are deeply in danger, but the villains still have this cartoony, like it's kind of like murderers being like, I'm gonna get ya.
Yeah.
And you're like, what is? It's so funny to me.
Well, we've talked about this before. It's the difference between I'm going to kill you and I'm going to get you.
Yes. They have I'm going to get you energy.
The bad guys are going to get you. It's like, no, like Jason Voorhees will kill you. The Scooby-Doo villains will get you.
But this one's got that weird thing where it's like, but they're going to kill you.
They're going to get him.
But then they'll kill you.
But then it's also the slide whistle.
It's just so funny to watch this movie and watch the clash of those two things together and understand why this was maybe not the base model of this program.
Yeah, and I mean, I will say I watched this and I was like, this is clearly meant for children. There are so much hijinks in here.
Yes.
But I was also so aware that if I had watched this when I was 8 years old, I probably would have found this very, very scary.
Oh, yeah, yes. Yeah,
like,
probably.
There's some pretty scary things where some fairly scary monsters are coming after the character. Like, the zombies look pretty scary.
Yes. This felt to me like the episodes of X-Files where Scully actually seems to admit that there's aliens.
Sure.
Where it's like, finally, okay, let's buy into the premise. I need you to be a little less skeptical.
Yeah. Which is a crazy, crazy premise for this. It's a crazy message because the message basically is like, listen, if you go... Look, what I want to say is, up to this point, the message of the show was like, there is no such thing as ghosts. Ghosts aren't real. If you look hard enough, you're going to find a logical explanation for everything, which is actually a fairly like good lesson to teach kids.
Oh,
The lesson of this is like, and if you go poking around in the dark too long, you're eventually going to find some real fucked up shit.
And that's why you don't check anyone's internet history.
Yeah, right?
Don't go poking around.
You're going to find something bad eventually. Eventually you'll find something that's real.
Good Lord. What do you think, Craig?
I think that's it. Terrible house guests.
The worst.
The one true God.
Yes. The one true God. I bow down to our feline overlords.
Yeah, this is Scooby-Doo versus the worst house guests and the one true God. Is what I would rename this movie.
Absolutely. Also, if you ever, and I know it's not named that in the movie, but if you ever hear of a place called Zombie Island, just don't go.
Yeah.
Just don't go there. You don't need to go there. There's no need. They're on an island for a reason. Okay? And I think it is now time to rank that villain. I have the hot sauce scale.
Oh, right, because the hot peppers.
Yes.
Yeah.
So from, your basic table Tabasco all the way up to a 5-star ghost pepper, I am going to give them a Hot Ones branded hot sauce. Okay? I think, honestly, they're Their branding's on point. I support them. And yeah, you might be a little spicy, but that's okay, girls. Get it. Feminism. Feminism.
Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. Hashtag
Feminism for the villains.
Yes, and in honor of Zombie Island, my scale is the island scale.
Very nice.
So on a scale from Alcatraz Island, which ironically is an island I would like to visit because it's a tourist attraction now, all the way up to Love Island, which ironically is an island I do not want to visit because that seems like hell.
Reverse them for me.
I'm going to give Simone Lenoir a Virgin Island because she ain't done nothing wrong.
I love that.
Just a nice little virgin right there. Yeah, absolutely. And guys, we're going to get to our heroes and villains of the week in a second. But first, a couple ways that you can help out the podcast. So if you got a couple bucks, as we said, this was an audience choice episode, and we were not expecting this one to win. It won by a landslide. 59% of the vote against The Burbs and The Fly.
Yeah,
which was crazy. So if you want that opportunity, if you were like, let's sway these votes, you can sign up at our Two-Face tier, and that's going to get you not only the early release of episodes, ad-free episodes, but you get to vote on our audience choice. Every month we do this, so you get your say in that. And at our very top tier, you get 2 bonus episodes a month. I pick one. This month it was So I Married an Axe Murderer for me, and Rebecca picks one, which this month was the Pumpkin Kills Everybody at a Fall Festival horror flick, Carved.
Also a suggestion.
So if you're interested in any of that, plus like over 150 other back catalogs of bonus episodes. So check that out. Patreon.com/The Villain Was Right if you're so inclined. And if you just want to get in touch with us.
Well, like Craig was saying, this was an audience choice. This was a suggestion. Also, Carve was a suggestion. If you want to suggest things to us, please email us at villainwasright@gmail.com. If you would like to follow us, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, VWR Podcast, or just search for Villain Was Right, and you will find us. And our stupid little faces. And now it is time for our heroes and villains of the week. Craig, you are my hero.
No.
Yes, you are my hero because you orchestrated genuinely, like your whole wedding was very romantic. It was beautiful. It was lovely. The speeches were incredible. Everything was perfect. Okay, it felt great. No problems. Also, as I'm seeing, you know what I mean. It had all the stars. It had all the stars. But what I will say is there was one moment in the evening where I went, fuck, that might be the most romantic thing I've ever seen in my goddamn life. My goddamn life. And I know I think you're going to get into this more after I'm done talking, but you commissioned a song. Okay. A very personal song to you and Kat. And when you were dancing to the song, we all started to catch on to the lyrics, the made-up lyrics. And all started singing it. And I literally had chills. I had chills. Yeah. I was like, this is the craziest thing to watch. God, fuck you, Craig. How dare you?
I've set the standard too high, for
sure. It's too high. It's too crazy. You might be a bit of a villain now that I'm talking this out. Now that I'm speaking about this, I could not. That was the most, no, you know me. I cried all night. But again, another moment where I was just like, this is so beautiful. It's so good. I can't handle it. Yeah, as soon as everybody joined in singing, I was like, I'm cooked. Yeah. I'm fucking cooked, bro. I can't watch this. It's too good. It's too good. Anyway, so I thank you for showing me.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, I'm just going to jump right off of that because that is, we talked about this. This is also my hero of the week. So My heroes are Josh Peach and Megan Nora, who from Awkward Arts Company, musician friends, basically, who made the song. So the backstory is that Kat and I, or since we started dating, really, I would like make breakfast in the morning, and like while I'm like frying eggs up, I'd sing like to Peter Frampton's "Ooh Baby I Love Your Ways." I would sing "Ooh Baby I Love Your Eggs" over Easy and Hollandaise. That's all I would ever sing.
I can't even look at you.
Right. And
crazy.
I would sing it all the time. And regardless of whether or not I'm making eggs or not, like that's just what I would sing. And so I was like, I'm going to commission them to write this song. And let me tell you, I thought that like this is going to be a funny little goof. This is gonna be because this is gonna be like a funny. This is gonna be a funny song. Like, oh my god,
inside joke.
It's our inside joke.
Yes.
I can't believe you thought of this. Whatever. And those two got back to me. I pitched them the thing, and they were like, yeah. We can. You can hire us to do that. We've got some ideas. I pitched them this, and then they got back to me with. I wrote up all the lyrics, some of which were very, very bad, and they changed. I was like,
they knew. They knew.
A lot of them still worked.
Yeah.
I was like, the only thing you can't change is the "Ooh Baby I Love Your Eggs" over Easy and Hollandaise, because that's the actual joke. And they came back to me with, they're like, this is just a rough demo. Don't judge it too harshly, but this is just like an iPhone sitting on a table. Josh is just playing the guitar. Megan is singing. And I played this demo. Chills.
You played it for me on the subway. I was losing my fucking shit.
Right? And I was like, I was like, oh no, this isn't a funny thing anymore. This is a genuinely romantic song.
It is so romantic.
It is so romantic.
I love it.
And they sent the final version to me. Like, I'm tearing up listening to it. And so anyway, how it all went down is I contacted the DJ because the DJ has like a whole list that Kat could see, and I was like, this can't be on there, but I need you to do it. And they're like, no problem, we'll put it on a separate thing. So I go to the DJ at the thing, and I was like, all right, now's the time, like, you know, just make an announcement. Can we have the bride to the dance floor for a very special dance with the groom? And she's like, whatever. Like, what? This is after the ceremony, after the first. Like, nothing is left on the agenda.
Oh, dude, to the point where when you came and grabbed me, you were like, can you get everybody on the dance floor? I was like, oh, fuck. Like, I was just like,
oh, you didn't remember.
Like, because I was like, I fully thought everything was done.
Yeah. No, and we hadn't done that yet. And the photographer was about to leave. So I was like, this is the time. And so Kat gets to the dance floor, and you know, they start playing it, and it's beautifully instrumental too. Like, it's layered, it's complex. These are very professional musicians. I cannot stress this enough. They really know their stuff. And Kat's sitting there like, you know, we're slow dancing to it. And she's like, what is this? What is this? And I was like, I don't know. I guess like just wait and listen or whatever. Yeah. And like this first chorus, which is, again, beautiful. They really up to the lyrics. They're like, we wake up on the sunny side and blah, 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 blah.
So good.
And then it gets to the, oh, baby, I love your eggs. And Kat just like she's like, oh my God, how did you do this? Like, what? Like, oh my, is this I was like, she's like, how did you make this? I was like, musicians.
Musicians, yes.
Musicians is how you make a song. But to the point where, and as you said, as we're dancing, so she's just like, she's laughing. She's, I think, crying a little bit. She's like, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, this is the most romantic thing we've ever done, or like anyone's ever done. And I was like, I hope so.
I hope so. I tried really hard.
I tried really hard to do that. But then, as you said, we're slow dancing. Everyone else is like around us. And like by the third chorus, everyone's like singing, ooh, baby, I love your eggs together.
I'm chilling up again.
It was... It was so much better than I could have possibly hoped it would be.
No, it felt like a movie moment.
Right?
It felt cinematic.
It is unhinged, and like we might release it in somewhere.
It's so good.
It's so good. I need to. We're talking to Josh and Megan about like how that would happen. Like to the point where people were like, "Well, this is a real song. I've got to look it up." And they were trying to look it up on Spotify the day and they're like, "You need to license that to sell eggs."
No, it's fire.
And I was just like, I could not, for something I thought was just going to be like a fun little moment in the night, turned into like this amazing thing.
Wild.
I could not hire musicians to do things.
Quit typing in prompts.
Right?
You assholes.
Hire musicians. They did such an amazing job. We're like, even it changed what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, they took it, like, I was thinking at a 4, and they were like, this is an 11.
Yeah. We're Spinal Tapping this.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was unreal. Anyway, they are my... Cats listen to that song so many times since they're my undisputed heroes of the week. Hire real musicians.
Hell yeah.
They do a good job.
They do good. And I guess, that's it for us. As always, you can follow me at Rebecca Reeds on any platform of your choosing.
And you can follow me at Craig Fay Comedy on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, CraigFay.com for show dates. I will be headlining in Toronto in November, so check that out. And as well, this is coming out on the 23rd of October, which means that 3 days ago, I just released my second comedy album.
Hell yeah!
World's Deadly, Craig Fay World's Deadliest Cat should be available anywhere you stream music, and if not, check out my website for that as well. Yeah, and you've already said your bit, so so away we go.
Away we go.
So that's it for us this week on the podcast. Tune in next week. We're wrapping up Kind of Scary Movie Month with something we're very excited.
Yes.
We're covering Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the television show.
Yes.
I think we did a bonus episode on the original movie at one point.
Well, it's one of my... it's so campy.
Yeah. But we're covering the TV show.
Yeah, insert guitar riff here.
Wow. Yes, absolutely. So we're doing that next week. Stay tuned for that. And until then, this is The Villain Was Right, reminding you that we would have gotten away with it if it weren't for your meddling kids.
The Villain Was Right was produced by Andrew Ivimey for the From Superheroes Network. For more great podcasts like this, as well as YouTube series, webcomics, and so much more, visit FromSuperheroes.com.